Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to automate team notifications on Google Chat for WordPress blog changes/updates. So I am a manager in a media company and we post content like daily articles, headlines and blogs using WordPress. So here my objective is that by any of my editors, whenever a WordPress post is going to be updated, I want to notify that to my team on Google Chat space that I've created. And if I'm going to do this manually, it is going to take me a lot of time. So what I did was I simply created an automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So here in this automation, what we're going to learn is that every time whenever a post is going to be updated in my WordPress account, automatically a notification related to that a message is going to be forwarded in my Google Chat space that I've created. And for that, we're going to create an automation between WordPress and Google Chat with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to automate team notifications on Google Chat for WordPress blog changes or updates. So I manage a media company that publishes variety of content including news articles, features and editorials across multiple websites. Our editorial team needs to promptly informed about the new content to ensure timely reviews, distribution and promotion. However, manually notifying my team about each and every updates of the post can be lead to delays. So by automating the notifications of Google Chat, my team will receive instant alerts whenever a blog is updated in my WordPress account. This means my content creators, editors and marketing strategists can immediately access and review the new content, share feedback and plan promotional activities without missing a beat. And we're going to be creating this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Automate Team Notifications on Google Chats for WordPress blog changes/updates. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click right over here. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select WordPress automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Automate Team Notifications on Google Chat for WordPress blog changes/updates, and there are two windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. So we're going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as WordPress. As my objective is that as soon as any of the post is going to be updated in my WordPress account, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. So that is why the trigger application I've selected it as WordPress, and for the trigger event I'm going to select it as post updated instant, so that whenever a new post is going to be updated in my WordPress account, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Okay. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to connect WordPress to Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, we have to open our WordPress account. So this is my WordPress account, as you can see right over here. And from the left side of the panel, if I'm going to scroll down, it says plugins. We are going to open this from here. Under plugin, it says add new plugin. We are going to select it. Okay. As we get to do that, you can see right over here the add new plugin page is then going to appear in front of you. Over here on the search bar, you have to search for WP Webhook. So we're going to search for it. As we're going to do that, if you're going to scroll down, You can see after scrolling down it says WP Webhooks. We are going to open this from here. Okay, you need to install this WP Webhook and active it in your WordPress account so that you can connect Pabbly Connect with the help of this plugin right over here. Okay, and as I've already installed WP Webhook and this webhook is active, as you can see right over here. So now what we are going to do is, under settings it says WP Webhooks. As you're going to install this webhook from here, under settings it is going to appear as WP Webhooks. We are going to open this from here. As we're going to do that, you can see the WP Webhooks page is then going to appear in front of you. In this bar right over here in the top, it says send data. We're going to click on it. As we're going to click on it, it says available webhook triggers. If I'm going to scroll down under WordPress over here, it says post updated. I'm going to select this from here. As I've done that, you can see the WordPress post updated webhook is then going to appear in front of you. Over here it says add webhook URL. I'm going to click on this button. It is asking for the webhook name. So for the webhook name over here, I'm going to write it as post updated. So this is the webhook name that I want to give. And for the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After entering the webhook name and pasting the webhook URL, I'm going to click on this add for post update right over here. As I've done that, you can see a webhook in the name of post updated is been added to my WordPress account. I'm going to click on the settings button, and on settings right over here, you can see under trigger on selected post type, I'm going to select it as post right over here. Okay. And after that, I'm going to click on this save settings button. It says settings is saved. So I'm going to go back. The webhook is now been successfully added to my WordPress account. If I'm going to take you back to my workflow, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to edit a post using WordPress that we have created, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the post being updated or not. So for that, this is a post that I've created with the help of WordPress. I'm going to open this post from here. So this is the edit page of the post, mastering social media strategies for maximum impact. So this is the article that we have written with the help of WordPress, and we have created this post. I want to make some changes in this post right over here. I'm going to scroll down. This is the paragraph that I do not require in this post right over here. So I'm going to remove this paragraph from here. As I've made change in this post, I'm going to save this change by clicking on this update button right over here. Okay. It says post updated. You can see that this post has now been updated, and as it says the post has been updated, I'm going to open my workflow that I've created, and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of this post being updated or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow and I'm going to scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here we have received a response of the post being updated. Let us tally the response. Okay, for the post title, it comes as mastering social media strategies for maximum impact. This was the same post that we have updated in our WordPress account. Okay, over here what we have received is the post content. This is the content that we have in this post that is in our WordPress account. You can see right over here. Over here we have also received the link of the post. This is the link of the post. You can see this is the link of the post that is created in our WordPress account with all the other details. So this piece that WordPress is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. So now whenever a post is going to be updated in our WordPress account, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Now as the trigger setup is done, we're going to set up our action step, and as our objective is that whenever a post is updated in our WordPress account by any of our editors, automatically in our Google chat we should receive a notification regarding that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application we are going to select it as Google Chat. As in Google Chat space that I've created, I want to notify my team. So that is why for the action application I've selected it as Google Chat, and for the action event I'm going to select as create message. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. As I'm going to do that, it is asking for the chat webhook URL and the message that we want to forward. So for the chat webhook URL, to have the access of it, we have to click on this hyperlink learn more right over here. As I'm going to do that, we'll be forwarded towards this page, and if you're going to scroll down, you have to follow the steps given in the help desk to have the access of the chat webhook URL. So now to have the access of the chat webhook URL, you need to open the space that you have created using Google Chat. So I'm going to open the space that I've created. So this is a space that I've created in the name of WordPress post updates, and I want to send notifications in the space that I've created right over here. And to have the access of it, next to the name of the space, an arrow is provided. I'm going to click on it. From these options, you have to click on this apps and integrations option right over here. As we're going to do that, under apps and integration, it says webhooks. We are going to select it, and over here in the webhooks, it says add webhook. We are going to click on it. It is asking for the name of the webhook. I'm going to select over here as post updates. Okay, so this is the name of my webhook. Next, it is asking for the avatar URL. So over here in this page, you have received the avatar URL. So I'm going to copy this link from here and I'm going to paste this link right over here, and then I'm going to click on the save button. As I'm going to do that, you can see a webhook has been added in the name of post update. So I'm going to copy this link from here, and this is the chat webhook URL. So I'm going to paste it right over here. Okay. After pasting the chat webhook URL, it is asking for the message that we want to send to our team on this space that we have created. So what we are going to do is, for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, so this is the message that I want to send to my team on my Google Space that I've created. Over here in the message, it is saying new vlog update alert. For the title right over here, post status, the status, publish date on the date. Read the full post over here, the URL, and it says action required. It says please review the post, and for suggestions, contact on this dummy email right over here. So this is the message that I want to forward to my space, to my Google Chat space that I've created. And for the details such as title, status, publish date, and the URL of my post, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field right over here, it says WordPress post updated. Instead, if I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As it is asking for the post title right over here, so in my from my previous response, I'm going to search for the post title, and I'm going to map the data of this post title from my previous response. As I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the status of my post over here, I'm going to map the data of the status of my post, okay? And similarly, for the date of the publish, I'm going to map the data of the date right over here. I'm going to map this data right over here. Okay, after that, it is asking for the URL of my post as well, so I'm going to map the data of the URL that is right over here. So this is the message that I want to send to my Google Chat space that I've created. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response, and the response that we have received is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Google Chat space that I've created, and I'm going to check whether a notification regarding the post update has been forwarded to my Google Chat space or not. For that, I'm going to open my space that I've created, and yes, you can see in the space we have received a notification regarding new blog update alert. With the title right over here, status as published, date and time right over here, and a link of the post. I'm going to click on this link, and this is the same post that we have created using WordPress has now been attached and forwarded as a notification in my Google Chat space that I've created. So this means that we successfully created an automation between WordPress and Google Chats with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am a manager in a media company, and we post content like daily news articles, headlines, and trends. And my objective is that whenever by any of my editors any post is going to be updated in my WordPress, automatically a notification regarding the post update should be forwarded in my Google Chat space that I've created to my team, so that we can review the post. Okay, and for that we have created this amazing automation between WordPress and Google Chat with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how you create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.